brink of destruction and across the finish line for decades. Regardless of the driver, the vehicle, or the terrain, these are the wheels that will help you win by a landslide. The process of relentlessly redefining performance cannot be learned or taught. It's in our DNA.
Your winter savings start now at 4 Wheel Parts with deals on tires, wheels, and accessories for your rig. Get clearance items and select products for up to 50% off while supplies last, plus up to 20% off Overland products and up to $200 off BFG tires. The deals won't last long, so hurry in to your local 4 Wheel Parts or shop online at 4WP.com.
At Baja Designs, we have lights for all on- and off-road enthusiasts. For 30 years, we have been lighting up the night. We are Baja Designs, the scientists of lighting.
Stacy Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranty, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are here once again with your next Fishgistics update. It is 5 o'clock. That means we are here for our 6th hour update now on Fishgistics. We do have a special guest that's going to join us. We have, let's see if we can patch him in. Let's see, who do we got on the line here? They're going to be coming in. Let's see. Hold on, here we go. Who is this?
Hey, who is
Cameron.
this? Looks like fish.
What are you doing, Cameron? Hopefully he gets some phone signal here. We'll see if he does. His phone's not working too well. But Cameron, did you just get out of the car? What are you doing?
Stop for a second.
Hold on, maybe he's going to pull over. He's using a Starlink, so we're going to have him pull over for a second so we can interview him. So Cameron Steele just got out of the truck, and we'll show you where he is on the map here, and then I'll bring him in, and we'll show you guys what's going on. He's going to pull over so he gets a little better signal for us. Their car is currently in second place. We have the 23 is in first, the 16 is in second, and then we have the 83 Luke McMillan in third. So we're going to see if we can get some better signal out of Cameron, and then if we can, we're going to ask him how the first half of his race went, and we'll get you guys updated. Cameron, did you pull over there? You got a little better signal yet?
Yeah. How do I sound?
There we go. Your audio's good. Give us a report.
The report is, other than me being a dummy, everything was great. We had a great run. The Monster Energy FIDAC BF Goodrich number 16 is on rails. We just kind of tempered it a little bit early on. Then we got after it in the bumps. Cody's mad at me because I ran into a tree and we got a flat tire. So and other than that, it's all good. Cody's in the front seat now. I'm in the back because I'm in the penalty box.
Uh-oh. All right, so how did besides that, how was the course? Was the course what you expected? Anything crazy?
Nothing too crazy. It was pretty rugged. We got pretty close to Dan's truck for the pass when I made a mistake. Not for the pass, but we were running close to him. The course is pretty rugged. It's definitely seriously beat up. I think we're super stoked to have our Geyser Brother truck here. She's tough and rough, and honestly, Kraft, who's sitting right next to me, my race engineer, he thinks that Ryan's better than me anyway, so he thinks we're in a good position to this point. I think if we can hold position on Luke through 475. I think we can creep up on Dan and Josh and try to position ourselves for, you know.
All right, his cell service is a little bit sketchy
All right,
down
Bubba,
there,
we know
but we heard
there's a
most
long
of
way to go.
that.
What's that?
We heard most of that. It was cutting out a little bit, but we heard most of that.
All you really need to know is that I love fish.
All right, Cameron. Well, you guys are looking good. You're in second right now. For those of you just joining, this is Cameron Steele on here. He just got out of the number 16 truck. Currently in the truck, it is Ryan Arciero, and Ryan's going all the way to the finish. Correct, Cameron?
I can't tell you that. We can't say. We're not telling you anything. You tell everybody in the world.
Nope. Nobody's gonna know.
Secret.
Nobody's watching right now. It's only me and you here talking. Nobody knows what's going on.
My race engineer Kraft is sitting right next to me. If I say anything, he's gonna punch me right in the side of the head. And you guys will see it live on Fishgistics.
Well, that'll make
He
for
might
good
punch me
video.
anyway.
Yeah,
He's
say
mad.
something. Well, it's Baja, guys. We have Starlink in Baja, and it cuts in and out, but it is what it is. So thank you, Cameron, for the awesome update. And you can see once he starts moving, it's not working so well again. But there you go. We just heard from Cameron. Had a pretty good first half of the race. They hit it sounds like he hit a tree, got a flat tire, had to make Cody get out of the truck. He had to change it, but they're right there. They're sitting in second place right now, and we'll see how the rest of the race goes. So let's go look at some of the other guys now. So we have the 23 is out front now. So we have Dan McMillan with Josh Daniel in there. Josh Daniel is going to drive to mile 480, and then Dan McMillan is going to hop back in and take it to the finish from 480. So that's what's going on in the 23. The 16 is Ryan Arciero in there now. You just saw Cameron Steele, and I think Ryan's going to go all the way to the finish because I don't know if Cameron is going to beat him over there. Maybe. It depends on if they stop a few times. And then we have the 83, which has Luke McMillan in there now. Rob McCachran started in that truck, and he drove all the way to mile 390. And then Luke McMillan is actually, he's about to get in right now because they're at mile 387. So right up here is going to be a pit. Actually, it's going to be right here probably where Dan is, about 395 at Morelia Junction. So Rob Mack is still in the 83. He will be swapping with Luke McMillan, so you're going to see it come to 0 miles an hour right about here where Dan is. You're probably going to see Dan maybe take a splash right there too, since it's a McMillan pit. Usually they kind of work together. So we'll see if Dan goes to 0 miles an hour in a second here. You'll know that's why. So that's what's going on at the front. Now back over here, long race, right? Bryce Menzies is sitting in the pit. He is changing a transmission. They were stuck in third gear ever since before San Felipe. So he basically did the whole San Felipe bottom loop only in third gear. So, it's stuck in third gear, and he made it there, but they made the choice. They are going to change the transmission. It's going to take them at least about half an hour probably to change the transmission in that truck. They're not giving up yet, though. They're going to change it and then keep going. You never know. I mean, look, only 3 cars have got ahead of Bryce so far. Larry Rossler is about to go by him in a minute, but this is the Baja 1000. They're not even halfway through the race yet. Literally anything can happen. All of these cars in front of them could break, and they could still win. You never know. This is Baja. So it's great to see these guys not giving up. And like I said, nothing is over in Baja until you're at the finish line. So that's what it is. And, we do have a filmer at Morelia, Aaron said here, so he's going to probably throw him in picture on the feed here, and we'll be able to see the leaders coming through. But Bryce is sitting there in the pit. Larry Rossler is about to come by. Tim Herbst in the 19. He's going to be coming by probably shortly after. And then we're going to come back. We got Brock Dickerson, Dave Taylor, and Mikey Lawrence back here. That's going to be the guys that are back behind him in the trophy trucks. Then we have Raul Gomez and Dallas Luttrell in the 87. So there you go. Also, we did just get an update from the pit right here that the 21L has just gone by. So their tracker's not working, like I said earlier. Gustavo Vidosla Sr. with Ricky Johnson in the 21L. They are currently leading, and they just went by the pit right here at mile 363. So they are first on the road in the Legends class, which means that if we come back and find the other Legends entry, wherever it went, they're not tracking now either. So there was the other one, the 85 earlier, but I don't see them tracking either. So we got a couple Legends cars that aren't tracking right now. We'll try to keep you guys posted where they are. What we do know that is tracking, if we turn everybody back on here, is the bikes. let's go and look at the lead bike, since they're getting closer to the finish, but they've got a little bit less than 200 miles to go. The lead bike is Mark Samuels right here, the 7X. He is at mile 643 right now, and he is currently in the lead. The 3X is behind him in second place. If you guys are looking at this map and you see this blue line and you want to know what that is, that's actually the Sportsman shortcut. So one of them is for bikes and one of them is for the Sportsman cars and trucks. So the blue line is for the people taking the Sportsman cut. There's that one there, and then there was another one down on the bottom over here, actually. So if you see somebody going across that, they're in a Sportsman class. That's what's happening there. Just meant to keep them kind of farther ahead of most of the guys coming behind them so that we don't have as many bikes as cars taking over the bikes. You know, we want to keep the bikes in front of the cars as good as possible. So that's what the Sportsman cuts are designed for. That's what they're used for, at least. So that's a look at the bikes. Those two guys pretty much checked out. It's those guys up front. Let's load the Ironman bikes, though, because we got to keep an eye on them all day. These guys are once again riding, not driving, the whole race themselves. We have a pretty good lead going for the 750. Brandon Wright, he's been in the lead most of the day that we've been checking. So we got Brandon Wright in the lead. Then we have Aaron Richardson and Jeff in the 715X up here. They're getting ready to turn left and head up to Mike's Sky Ranch. So cool to see these guys going. The 750, though, he's going pretty good. He's got a pretty good lead for an Ironman bike. And then these two guys have a pretty good lead on the rest. But look at this. We got a pack back here. It looks like a couple of them are actually on the highway. So these guys have most likely retired from the race, and those trucks are on their chase trucks in the bed. So that's most likely what's going on there. Then we have the 775 and the 785. Looks like on the race course there. So that's what's going on there. Now let's look at some of the other classes. The trophy truck spec class is, or is it spec trophy trucks? Trophy truck spec, there's 27 of them. So we definitely want to update you guys on this class. This class is all over the place. There's people all over. Christopher Polvardi has been in the lead all day, but check this out. We heard a rumor he was having some issues earlier, and it looks like he is, because look at what happened here. The 264 Pierce Herbst has taken over the lead from the 204 Christopher Polvardi. So he was definitely, and now he jumped back in front because it just updated. But this is really close. It has not been this close all day. Something is going on with the 204 because he's losing time. He had a massive lead earlier, and now he's losing time. So the 264 is literally right behind the 204. Something going on there. And then right back here we have Christian Serapis with Caden McCachran in the 219 running in third place. So pretty good battle going on in spec. Following them is the 233 Justin Davis, and then the 238 Elijah Kiger. That is the top 5 spec trophy truck spec trucks, and I think that's pretty good. I think everybody's tracker is working in that class, so that is pretty accurate as far as what I have seen. As far as another class goes, let's look at class 1 and class 10, because when we pull them up, they come up together. So here we go. Class 1. It has been one of the Wilson cars leading all day, and it still is. Look at this. This lead is just, it's getting massive now, honestly. Kyle Quinn in one of the Wilson 138 car, he is way out front. There's nobody else even close, unless someone's tracker's not working, but I think they all mostly are. We have Damon Jeffries is second, but he's at mile 294, and he's at 323. So he has about over a 30-mile lead right now for the 138 of Kyle Quinn. So he's looking very good right now. In Class 10, we actually have, check us out, the first Class 10 is ahead of the second place Class 1 car. So Bruce Yee in the 1014 is currently in first place in Class 10 on the tracker and ahead of the 121. In second, we have the 1022. In third, the 1087, 1064, and 1062. So that's kind of a look at here. There's really only 2 Class 1 cars that are even moving anywhere up towards the front. It's really only those 2. And then we got to come way back over here and see if there's even, I don't even see any more here. So where are all the Class 1 cars? They're way back behind. We have the 168, Cody Reed, way back here with the 16 car, literally. So yeah, not a good day for the 1 cars besides those 2 up front. And then we have the 16 cars we can look at while we're over here. We got 1626. Looks like they are in first, followed by the 1616, the 1631, 1666, and probably the 1622, and then the 1655 Ted Baker. So that's a rundown of Class 1, Class 10, and 1600. Just knocked them all out for you guys there in one swoop. Now, we do have one more class we always want to go look at. You guys know what class that is. We're going to bring them up. You guys think they're moving? All right, Class 11, here we go. We got hope for a mover. We were doing 6 miles an hour last time we checked. Let's go and check again. All right, the 1105 is currently, look at this. They are really picking up the pace now. They are doing 35.3 miles an hour. That is almost 30 miles an hour faster than when we saw them last. So that is pretty awesome right there. So good to see Class 11 still moving, and definitely cool that we have one doing 35 miles an hour. Alex Gonzalez, not to be left behind. Look at this, 33 miles an hour. Awesome. The 1111, even faster, 41 miles an hour. See, all it took for these guys to get over the summit, and then they're able to pick it up. So this is looking good right now. We got 3 moving really fast over there. We got another one doing 22, the 1106. I'm feeling pretty good about these. They're a whole 145 miles into the Baja 1000. They have a long way to go. It's 5 p.m. and they're at mile 145. So it's going to be a long night and a long day, and possibly a little bit into the night tomorrow before one of these guys hopefully comes across the finish. But the good news is they are moving. All right. So I think that covers a lot of the classes here. Let's see, what else did we miss? We didn't do the UTVs. Let's just do them because why not, right? What else are you guys going to go do? Well, let's do the UTV forced induction class. UTV forced induction. Here we go. Turbo UTV class. Austin Weiland has been out front all day. Still out front. He's got the best name, by the way, too, first name. Then in second, we have PJ Jones, followed by another guy with a good name, Austin Jones, and Phil Blurton. So that is a look at your top 4 UTV, and then Pro Turbo class. Then we have Ronnie Anderson here, driving with RJ Anderson and their dad at the end. Matt Burrows, Justin Smith, Justin Lambert, Alex Baker, and so on. There's a whole bunch of them. I don't need to read them all off for you guys. So that's that. Everybody keeps asking where Max Gordon is because Robbie's not here, so you guys can't ask me every 2 seconds for a Robbie Gordon update. So everybody asks me every 4 seconds for a Max Gordon update. So here's your Max Gordon update. Everybody pay attention, okay? We have the naturally aspirated class in the UTVs. They are 1955. Caden Wells is first. Second is going to be Zach Seislove in the 1925. Third is going to be Joe Bolton in the 1957. Now, everybody write this down. Get your pen and paper. Record this so you don't have to ask me again. Max Gordon is racing the 1977 right here. Brian Brackman. That is Max Gordon and Mario Gutierrez in that car. So if you're looking for Max Gordon, you look for the 1977, and he's currently in 4th place at 3 poles right there. That's exactly where he is right now, and he's moving. So there is your Gordon update. All right, guys? So you can't ask me that again for at least another 40 minutes until my next update. All right? So that pretty much covers the field for a lot of the classes right now. I have a whole bunch of updates coming in, so I'm going to go look at them. I did have some split times for you guys. I forgot to tell you earlier. So just some splits back over here at the corner where the pit was. The first car through there, if you're just joining us, Bryce Menzies stopped for a transmission change. The 23 came through, Dan McMillan and Josh Daniel. Then 4 minutes back, it was the 16, Cameron Steele, Ryan Arciero. And then 8 minutes back was the 83, Rob McCackran, Luke McMillan entry. So that was a couple split times I had gotten back here for you guys if you just joined us. All right? Okay, well, that wraps it up for our 5 o'clock update. And we'll be back at 6 o'clock with your next update. It is now dark, so hopefully you guys have your lights on. Hopefully you guys got your Baja Designs lights on and have fun out there during the night because it's a whole new ball game. So we'll be back at 6 o'clock with your next update here on Fishgistics. See you guys at 6.